Good afternoon. You guys wouldn't believe this, but it's been 100 degrees for like 2 weeks, and today it's 80. Sweet. So I'm going looking for gravels. Actually, I'm going back to a gravel patch that I already know where it is, and I think it was in my last video. I found the patch, but I didn't really have time to look, so I'm gonna go look. It's a really big patch. I'm excited to take a peek at it, see what we can find. Hopefully we'll find some good agates, and then I'll go down river again to the old stomping grounds and find some more there. Hopefully, see what that's like. Because it's been a month or two since I've been there, and the rain and everything tends to shake things up. So wish me luck and enjoy the beauty all around us. I'll try to spend a little bit of time in the river today too, because the water's nice. All right, I'm on my first one. It's a little ghost agate, kind of lacy, pretty nice. And if you're new here and you don't know what agates are basically mineral deposits left behind by water flowing through volcanic bubbles, basically. So volcanoes form gas bubbles in a host rock or something, and then water eventually flows through it and leaves layers of mineral deposits behind, and that's where you get these kind of layers forming here. So this piece, part of a larger nodule. I'm guessing if it was a full one, it would be about that big, maybe, like in a big bubble, and it would come out. And then these flow down from either downriver from the Rocky Mountains or through glacial till flowing through. There's another little one right here, actually. Glacial till flowing from the Great Lakes. So that's what agates are. That's what we're looking for. So we're looking for ghost agates, which are white, pure white. We're looking for the rosebud agates, which they've got the red knobby thingies on them. Otherwise, they're called Rocky Mountain agates, I think. So they're a little bit blue, red. They have some yellows sometimes, grays, black even, some whites and all this stuff. So pretty much that's what we're looking for. Sometimes here there's also petrified wood, and that's pretty much it off the top of my head. There's probably something else, but Jasper. Yeah, probably. And some interesting pieces at chart, but yeah, that's what we're looking for. Starting off really good. Found a ghost agate, found a honey agate, and I just found a nice blue one. I call these brains. I think you can see why. A little bit of light blue in there, some reds. It's actually a really nice one. Oops, sorry. It's actually a really nice one. There's a really nice shard. These are red, white, and blue. I just did a quick sweep of this gravel bar behind me, and then kind of came up the ridge here, and then I found a nice shady spot to cool off a little bit. I'm going to show you what I found there. So I picked out a few pieces of jasper I wanted to show you guys, just to show you the kind of different colors. So some of this, a little bit, jasper's a little bit waxier. So it's pretty easy to spot, and it's very common. But sometimes it has nice colors and stuff. But I'm going to toss these two. Don't really want them. One rock I found really interesting is this one. I don't know what it is. I assume it would be another form of jasper, but it's got this red and yellow running all the way around it, which is really cool. And then a piece of petrified wood. It's very dense and heavy. And this sweet agate. Okay. And then a bunch of other agates. That one's nice and ugly. Some pretty light ones. Small ones with cool bands and stuff. So not too bad for one little spot, or big spot I guess it would be. But I'm gonna head towards the river and see what I can find around the river area, closer to the water. Ooh, looks like there's gonna be a perk to rock hounding out here, but I'm not sure about these, so I'm gonna look them up first. There's 2 mating butterflies. Wonderful. They look like wild grapes, which from North Carolina, where I'm used to, the wild grapes are muscadines, and they're quite a bit bigger. And they look a bit different. These leaves look very grape-like, and if I've learned one thing, it's that since I am now a father, I can't do my taste the fruit to see if it's bitter test to know if it's poisonous or not. So I have to be responsible and actually find out if something's poisonous before I try it. I really like areas like this under the brush. There's little gravel patches here and there, and I would imagine not many people have been in here. The river's right there, and so my guess is I'm the first person to walk over this in a while, which means there's a better chance of finding agates and maybe some arrowheads and stuff, which I've actually only ever found one on this river here. But I also like the shade because the sun is warm. Even though it's fairly cool out, it's still hot out. You know how it goes. The river's a little bit low today and starting to be clear again. So I'm gonna go down in there, down there, and walk down river, see what I can find. It's time to get a little bit wet. See if I can just plunge straight down into this muddy area. Hopefully not head first. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels nice. Some deer tracks, among others. Which one? He's going the wrong way. I'm going downriver. What's kind of funny is I chose what I thought was a completely random part of the river to get out. Realized I have gotten out on this exact spot before, and I remember not really finding much. And sitting here is a huge agate. So it just goes to show you, no matter how much you look, there's always going to be more. I'm going to do a quick tick check since I just got out of the grass. Make sure I'm not alive with other creatures, and then I'm going to keep on going. Never mind. Look right here. Another one sitting on top. Nice and blue. Sweet. So this is what I think would be called banded chert. And in my mind, chert's a little bit more flat. It's still shiny because it's a hard rock, so it polishes up kind of nice. But for the most part, it's less cool. Still cool though. I'm not gonna keep it though. So here's the tricky thing. Brush, when left untamed, gets really thick and it's hard to walk through, as you can imagine that. Well, then there's these little deer trails which you get to follow, which are nice. But then the problem with deer trails is deer are the ones that leave all the ticks behind. So the ticks either jump off the deer or they sit there knowing the deer is gonna walk by, and they wait for a deer or something else unsuspecting to walk by and brush up against it, and then they just go hiya, and they latch on with their little leggies. And the nice thing about leg hair is it's kind of a pre-warning system. You feel a little tickle, oh, look down, oh, there's a tick crawling on me, flick them off, no big deal. But the really little ones, the deer ticks, are almost microscopic, and they're the ones that are dangerous with Lyme disease and other stuff. So I mean, the other ones are too, but you know, you could see them easier. So you gotta really be careful, not to be afraid, but you just gotta make sure you check. In the meantime, here's an agate I found. Focus. Yeah. Little shard. Can you see the agate? Pretty nice big one. Poking through. A little bit of mossiness in it. Does look like I have quite a bit of fractures on it, but still nice. I have yet to find an agate that'll surpass surpass the beauty of the flowers. Even these guys, pretty cool. I don't know if it's some sort of primrose or desert rose or what you'd call that. Old faithful spot. Let's see what we can find over there. There's the hot spring right over there. Gotta trudge through some tall grass. This wasn't here before. Yeep. Excuse me, fishies. Coming through. Ooh, raccoon tracks. Reopened a old cut on my shin. All right, right there. Let's see, river bag. That's how far I'd walked onto the bank before I found two already. And this one's pretty nice, but this one I thought was super interesting. It's really dark, but it's got some crazy mossiness in it. And then I have another one in my pocket from earlier I wanted to show you guys. I think it's got a like little geode pocket in there. I'm gonna bring it home, clean it up, see what it looks like, but a little crystal pocket inside there. Pretty neat. Got these two interesting guys. And then right here, just peeking out. Oh, oops. Dirty. Little ghost agate. Got those little perfect circles in there. I love looking along these little hills, sandbank things, because I know that every time it rains, it's dumping out new materials. Check this one out. That is sweet. Nice and red. Look at those white swirls. That's pretty just the way it is. This is why I love this place. Look at this. I thought this was one of these potato ones like this because of the blue. It's a full nodule with an opening in the middle. Reds, blues. It's like the size of a fat thumb. There's a funny looking rock. Rip. It jumps. Alright, I just finished along that little bank. Now I get to go along this whole bank here. Here's the rest of what I found on that other side. A piece of quartz that looks really interesting when it's wet. And then these two kind of paler agates. Let's see what we find over here. I was going to show you them all at the end, but check out what we found. So this guy, piece of brown jasper with the red running all the way through it. But look in the back of my screen. You see it? There's this guy and this guy, this ghost agate. Sweet! It's just sitting right on top. I love ghost agates. Road leaped all the way up this hill. So if you ever need motivation to get off the couch, you certainly aren't as ugly as that toad. Get out there. I'm looking for one last one before I give up and go home. I'll show you some of the cooler ones I find with pictures, so stick around for those pictures if you like, but otherwise, thanks for watching. Enjoy the last agate I find. Hopefully I find one, or two, or five. You never know. But thanks for watching again. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a comment. And I like hearing from you guys. Thanks. Bye. Alright, I'm officially past all the gravels, which means no more looking. Here's my last one. Whoops. There goes one. Dropped a tiny little ghost agate. Alright, but yep, not too bad. Found that piece of quartz in the middle. Looks kind of cool with those, I don't know, striations, whatever they are. Some bigger agates, some little agates. Alright, enjoy the pictures.